Alrighty, everybody, welcome back here to play CEVO on MLG TV. I'm Gecks, and I still have Later alongside of me here. We're just about to head into our second map here between HellRaisers and x6tence, where we had a nail-biting first one. HellRaisers came out on top of it, 19-7 on cash, just barely. It was a very good game nonetheless, but now we are heading on over to Overpass, which is our second map here. So hopefully we have just as good of a game as we had there on that first map.
Yeah, this is the second map, and once again, I feel like it bears. It needs to be repeated. This is x6tence's map pick, and x6tence was able to take HellRaisers to deep into overtime on HellRaisers map pick. So, got to imagine that this game is going to be even closer now that x6tence is playing the map they want. And while they're probably not playing the side they want, they're playing the side they expected to be playing first.
Yeah, x6tence starting off over on the T side, of course, and HellRaisers over on CT, but x6tence looking like they want to come into this A side here. They have a Dren blind on side of the site. Kyrie does take care of him, but Kucher coming back and exchanging a frag onto Mason, but Kyrie pushing into Bank here, takes down Kucher as well, and now Doja coming back with a frag of his own, getting two with that 5-7 there, takes down Kyrie, now looking at a 2 versus 2. The bomb is down on, or not planted yet, but it's sitting on this A bomb site here, so x6tence needs to try and get in and grab this bomb here, though. Musambani with a good look over at Angel, but didn't land any of the shots. Yeah, and now Angel comes back and takes down Musambani, makes him pay for missing that shot. Now flipping in a 1 versus 2 inside of the site as two guys coming on to him here, but will get sandwiched in between both of them as Doja gets 3 frags on that round with the 5-7 and helps HellRaisers grab that first round in total there, so that will be 1-0 as they pick up that pistol.
Yeah, well, first of all, this is actually the first pistol round that we've seen HellRaisers win. They actually lost both of the pistol rounds in their last cash game, and even with that, I'm surprised x6tence lost that with the positional advantage that they had. They had Kyrie pushed all the way in bank, picking up 2 frags. They had the guy, pretty much ready to go inside to plant the bomb. It was just that evil 5-7 in Doja's hands getting to work. And I'm also a little surprised to see Musambani freak out in the way he did it and not land really any of those shots. I feel like that's a little bit out of character. Maybe some nerves setting in a little bit here, but HellRaisers players seem cool, calm, and collect. Actually, whoa, they're going 2-for-2 trade over at the B bomb site. Wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, Mason comes through and gets 2, and they actually get the bomb down, though. Kucher up top here was able to take out Mason, so it's a 3-on-2. Socket Ron taking a lot of damage on side of the site. Here comes a Dren from the backside here. He was able to get one, and he knows exactly where Kyrie is at, but he might just go for this defuse. I don't know if anybody has, or no, Kucher does have a kit here. Mao on the backside gets taken out by Kyrie, but he is just sticking the bomb here. Dren is, and Kyrie needs to hurry up and get onto the site. Got another frag, but not there in time to stop the defuse from a Dren, and he's able to take out Kyrie at the very end of that after the defusal. So close one there. Kyrie was doing some work with that Tech 9, but in the end, HellRaisers still comes out on top of the round here as expected. So 2-0 for them.
Yeah, that was one of those rounds that you kind of instantly write off, like, oh yeah, whatever, kid or no kid, 10 seconds, they're going to be able to keep him away. And then you're like, oh man, like, if, thank God, or I guess, thank God for the terrorist there in his attempt. Thank God the guy didn't have a kid, because if he had 5 seconds, he would have been in and out. The fact that he got to challenge it and play against, whoa, he just hit a guy with a grenade. The fact that he was able to challenge it and, try to have 10 seconds to work with turned out to be a lot, and HellRaisers really got punished for it, and it seems like they might continue to get punished for it.
Yeah, HellRaisers, or excuse me, x6tence pushing into this B site here. They had 3 players up kind of by A, and now they're trying to get a rotate in here, but a couple of the entrances smoked off here. x6tence has this bomb down, so they're trying to get themselves into sight here as... for some reason, Musambani is very wacky on my screen here, who I have on auto-director right now. But here's Kyrie coming out of the corner, taking out Mao as well as Kucher. So that will be a round win there from x6tence as they shut it down. So coming back with a nice round there to make it 2-1.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore Kyrie's nuts 4K right there. Coming out huge, running, I think, straight through a smoke, or definitely some combination of smokes and flashes, picking up 2 Tech 9 kills, grabbing M4, and then positioning himself so well, shooting 2 counter-terrors lined up that weren't even looking at him at all. Really great play, and I guess this is kind of what I expected x6tence to pull out in those kinds of X-Factor plays. on this map because, I mean, HellRaisers looked fine on Cash, but considering it was their map pick, they really should have looked so much more dominant. In Existence, while they haven't been able to pick up every round, their first two didn't really go as well as they wanted to. I think they've shown that they have a good grip on this map, and I don't think they're going to let HellRaisers take this one so easily, and their last one wasn't easy at all.
Yeah, Existence definitely has been showing up today, I would say, to play these games. You're giving HellRaisers a good run for their money, and as you said, this is their map pick, so you would expect them to potentially even win this map with the way that they played on Cash, which was HellRaisers' map pick. So we'll see what they can do here on this round. Mao gets flipping caught out there. He had a good flash into him and will pop his head off with that 5-7, which we all know can be so brutal. Even from long range. So Musambani opens up Squeaky there, trying to get himself out, but gets pinched in there. Doja gets him from behind, and that will be another frag in the bank there for HellRaisers, who's kind of a lighter buy round here, is working out well so far, as they've already managed to get two as the remaining Existence players trying to get into this B site here, but HellRaisers just shutting them down. Mao was able to get one with the AK that he picked up, and Mao getting a second one with that 5-7, going for the third, but here comes Mason. He shuts down two players before being taken out by Angel, and HellRaisers getting themselves back on the board there. Great round from them.
Yeah, for what was essentially the cost of a scout. I mean, everyone else had upgraded pistols, but pretty much for the cost of a scout, they were able to lock up that round win. It'll be interesting to see if they hold onto it. It looks like they will be holding onto it as Mao buys up around it, but Existence not kidding around on this map at all, picking up 3 AKs as well for themselves and the 2 Tech 9, so they're going to keep the pressure up while they still have the opportunity. I mean, both of the teams' economies are very unstable right now, and if Existence can pick up this round win, that would be a really good look for them. But God, if they lose, not going to be. Yeah, they're not going to have a lot of money to work with in the future. So they clearly have confidence in themselves, going for the 3 AK buy here, and actually getting a lot of damage in on Mao, more than Mao did to Kyrie. Even though he did have a scout, that's a good start for the round, but at least for HellRaisers, indication that the A-bomb site might be under siege pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're giving it a look so far. HellRaisers push up a bit as well. They have Kucher inside a bathroom, and Dren, who's playing outside a bathroom. Kucher could get this frag. Yes, he does. He takes down Ron there, but now we're looking at a 4-on-4 here. They have a couple players pushed out all the way towards the park area on that long side, but HellRaisers is still playing aggressive. Kucher pushed up, able to take down Musambani as well. He wants to try and take out Mason, but he does manage to finish off Kucher finally, as now it is a 3-on-3. Flippin trying to work his way towards this A site here, as he should be seeing. He saw one player back towards the bank there, and Angel able to catch Flippin off guard here. He had excellent positioning, and Mao finds that frag onto Kyrie with the scout, and a great shot to boot here from Angel, taking out Mason, excuse me, with a headshot from the M4. So HellRaisers, though they're somewhat tight rounds, they are winning in them here. Not too bad, looking at a 4-1 scoreline for them.
Yeah, winning the rounds when it matters. Existence seems to have had the most success when they kicked up the pace and really brought it to the players at B. It'll be interesting to see if that is something that they look to recreate, or maybe if they are more comfortable with slowing it down, working picks on along, even if they quite haven't shown a super successful take. Wow, that nade hit Mason right in the head, and it looks like they are going to be going for B. Not surprising the HellRaisers players at all, but I think what is surprising them is Mason's ability to shoot that Tech 9. So far, a 1-for-1 and another great. Oh man, that's so much nade damage.
Oh, but Angel is just shutting them down. Actually, Angel and Adren both shut them down as they tried coming out short there onto the B site. So now it's just Kyrie who is left up for Existence. Doesn't have the bomb either. That's down on side of the site here. So pretty tough situation that Kyrie is in now, as he's just kind of lurking around the bathroom area. Should be a HellRaisers round here quite easily. But, you know, they've definitely been having, I would say, more success on the B side. But I don't know. I like if they could get maybe Kyrie in there for some entry fracking or something, as he's been doing well. I mean, though, Mason did get a good opening pick. They just couldn't really do too much with it.
They had taken so much. I think if they just ran in after him, it would have been just a much shorter round. I'm not really sure if they would have been able to properly back him up. And with that, Kucher taking down Kyrie to further extend the lead that the HellRaisers have now 5-1. And yeah, I think Existence once again not out of this at all. This is what I would consider a very CT sided, no, maybe not very, definitely a CT sided map.
Yeah.
That they've shown that regardless of these rounds haven't really worked out for them, they've been doing a good job of getting to the places they've needed to. They've been getting to the bomb sites, and they haven't always been able to hold them, but they've worked their way onto A, they've worked their way onto B. With intermittent success, they're not being blown out at all, and. Now with a real buy, a real substantial buy in rifles and all their players, it looks like his B take might be a little more fruitful.
Yeah, they've gotten the smokes down. Flash is coming across as well. Still not really too much action over there as of yet. It's just kind of a standoff at this point, and just flashes and nades coming across the site. They actually get the bomb down, though, without a single bit of damage or deaths coming out, really. But now, finally, Kucher is taking quite a bit. Still no frags here yet, though, as a lot of the Existence players just kind of holding down on this underside of the site here. Good shot from Mason, though, to take down Doja, who was sitting behind the sandbags. Adren strikes back with one, Angel getting one of his own there, and Suck It Ron, Kyrie, both coming back with exchange frags on those AKs, so Mao and Angel trying to finish this one off here, though. Musambani takes down Angel, and Suck It Ron will come to the aid of Musambani there to finish off Mao, so that will be an Existence round back onto the board here that they certainly needed. Though still have themselves in it very much so, as it's a 5-2 game for HellRaisers.
Yeah, and with those extra rifles, they were able to more properly support their players that were going out there and having to do the entry fragging. Before, we saw them kind of do that in-between buy where they had a few rifles and a few pistols, and I mean, it can work out, but it's just such a tough buy. You're banking so much on your rifles being effective on those rounds, and that previous round when Now actually taking a ton of damage done to him through the fence.
Yeah.
Surprised he wasn't able to serve any back. It seemed like he had plenty of time, but just wasn't ready for anyone to be on the other side of that chain link. Kind of like that. I might write that down. That was a slick move, pre-firing through the chain link. It must reduce damage like you're shooting through something. I bet you if you get hit with an op, it probably doesn't kill you.
It may not. It may not. That's kind of a curious thing to test out, I suppose.
See if Mal can catch someone there later in the game.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to be on the lookout for it, certainly. But Kucher, in the process here, has been able to take down Flippin', so that will give HellRaisers at least a one-player advantage here. And he's actually starting to push himself up more here as well. HellRaisers playing a bit aggressive. Angel tried to push up in through that staircase, but gets taken out by Musambani. Though Kucher does exchange as he was playing aggressive as well. So it's a 4-on-2 now, as Adren was able to pick up one. Mao gets Suck It Run, who's in the smoke, gets a second one as well with his op on the Kyrie. And that's another round over to HellRaisers here, as they will strike right back with a round of their own. And Existence not looking too hot in the money department here, as they should be seeing just some Tech 9s maybe come through, if that even. I mean, Mason buys up with a Tech 9 here, but besides that, I don't really see much of anything coming from them. So just kind of saving up here, saving up good, get some guns for the next round, and HellRaisers has got lots of firepower.
Definitely, and along with the firepower, looks like Flippin's actually going to be taking the same shot. Let's see if Mao hits him and what happens HP-wise.
Oh.
He missed!
Yeah, he missed it again. He actually managed to get a couple of shots off onto Mao as well. Adren goes down, and Mao was able to take out Flippin' with that op there finally. So we will see a 4-on-4 as it is in its current state right now. But Doja also playing with an op as well towards his A side, and might be able to catch out a couple of players here. Takes down Mason, and now Suck It Runs are kind of just outside the bathroom, but Doja able to take care of that as well. So looking at 4-on-2 at the moment. It's just Kyrie and Musambani left up alive, though. Kyrie does manage to pick up one of these M4s, though. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Musambani goes down. That's bombed down on the B site, and Kyrie, who is left scared and alone inside a bathroom right now in a 1 versus 4, should be caught out by Kucher here in just a second. Does go down. So that is yet, as you would expect, another round over to HellRaisers here, as we see a 7-2 lead for them, though. Existence now going to have the opportunity, at least, to come back with a round, as they should be able to buy up with at least some rifles, but a lot of them are going to be Galils. Actually, 4 of them are going to be Galils here, with just 1 AK from Musambani, and a couple players don't even have head armor here. Kyrie and Musambani both don't have head armor here, so not the best buy in the world if you're Existence.
No, definitely not when you're going up against silenced M4s as well that are basically lasers, and you know all these guys have incredible headshot accuracy. Let's see if this pinch over there outside of B can amount to anything more than it already has. I mean, 2 picks is a good start, but let's see if Mao perhaps can pick up another. He's going to get shot at, so he knows that there is people around that actually get shot at from 2 places. He's able to identify where the last 2 members are. That is pretty good. HellRaisers have been doing such a good job of, even when they're not engaging, of taking smart calculated risks and doing a good job of roaming around the map for information.
Yeah.
Just maybe not even always deciphering where existence are, but checking off the where are in today list. And sometimes that is good enough. They're actually going to be picking up a second op, so they themselves running a double op setup that we actually saw existence, I think, run a little bit more on cash, but either way, double ops are double ops. They serve the same purpose no matter whose hands they are in, and existence is still doing fine. Well, maybe fine is a little bit generous. Maybe they do need to start winning sooner rather than later, but this is still a really CT-sided map, and existence can, maybe not on this round. On Nico, it's going to be a little tough, but get rifles back in their hands, pick up another round, chain it, pick up 4, maybe 5, close it out 8-10, or sorry, what was it, 8-10, 10-5. That wouldn't be terrible in the grand scheme of things, but they're just going to need to put together with rifles, because I don't think they're going to beat HellRaisers again with pistol. I think that was a pretty freak play in that, what was it, round 4, round 3 even, when they did it the first time. Don't see that realistically being recreated.
No, most likely not. Adren so far here has managed to pick up 3, though Mason does come through, take down Kucher with a Tech 9 here, so it's a 1 versus 4 for Mason, and he will get shut down inside of bathrooms by Adren, who managed to pick up a 4K on the round, so 9-2 it is now for HellRaisers, and definitely existence would need to start winning some rounds here. They finally have the money to buy up with some AKs and have some more heavy weaponry here to fight these rounds out with. But of course, you also have to deal with that double off setup from HellRaisers as well if you're existence, and none of them have been able to afford ops here. Really, Kyrie, who is their man with the op in the other game on cash, hasn't really been given too many opportunities to work with here so far. So we'll see what existence can do. Certainly need to start getting some rounds on the board here soon.
Definitely. They're really mixing up their player. Kucher might actually get caught out, but Angel is in a good position to clean. Oh, he should have just stayed put. Could have cleaned that one up for his teammate. And even the rest of the HellRaisers players doing a good job of mixing up what they're doing and with what guns they're doing it with. I mean, Mao creeping up early in the round, trying to get a pick on Found. Obviously, couldn't find anything, and now repositioning himself in CT on the long, doing just such a good job of figuring out where the existence players are and setting themselves up for frags later down the line, like a Dren, right around this corner. I'm sure they are completely unaware that he's there, and that's one easy frag, maybe even a second one, if he didn't spend so many bullets on the first guy.
Yeah, I think he was just going for the comfortable frag on him, but he could have definitely grabbed 2 there if he was a little more careful with it. Flipping, playing back in that spawn area, was able to catch Angel off guard there as he was trying to push himself up. Doja will be looking at Boot Sambani here, very close, gets him through the wall, and that will make it a 3-on-3 here as existence looking for a B push here. They have smokes out. Molly's on the site as well. More smokes going down onto the site, but Doja's playing right inside of the site here with the op. They have 2 ops. The HellRaisers does on this site, but they are shutting them down just fine. And Dren picks up 2, and Doja will take down Suck It Ron with that 5-7. So easily dealing with it was HellRaisers there in a 3-on-3, and they've put themselves at a 10-2 lead right now. Existence trying to buy up as much as they can here. They have 4 AKs and a Galil as well, and decent nades as well on this round too, but still it's, I don't know, not
where they want to be for sure.
Yeah.
This is a decent buy that they were able to make off the back of all the bonus money that they had accruing. It's kind of their consolation prize for losing so many rounds in a row, but Kyrie's using his consolation prize pretty well, picking up a frag on Angel, starting to open up the B bomb site where they've had pretty much all of their success all game. Let's see if Kucher and his teammate, who is that, Adren, have anything to say about it. They're both grouped up in the same area towards long, which seems like the right read. They're actually falling off short and can be potentially moving towards where Kucher and Adren are. It looks like neither of them have anything to re-smoke or re-molly it with. It's going to come down to just the rifle play.
Yeah, it's going to be tight here. There's kind of in a stalemate-y situation right here, seeing what existence wants to do with it. They are going to send a flash on through, though. Will they push with it? Yeah, they're starting to work their way through. Doja starts off the round, though. Kucher comes through with 2, and Adren able to get 1 as well. So that is going to be just Flippin left alive here as they've shut down this B push. And Flippin's going to have to come up big for his team right here. He has a Galil in hand. He was able to get one, just wrecks a Dren, but Doja there to exchange with him easily with an op frag. And that is just another round over in the pocket of HellRaisers here. They are looking at 11-2. We only have 2 more rounds to go on this half, and Existence really would need to pick up, 2 more rounds here going into the second half.
Yeah, and they're past the point where they can even have any round loss is a good round. I mean, they did a good job of killing 3 HellRaisers players, taking a lot of money out of their hands, but they're too deep.
So much.
Yeah, HellRaisers has so much money that and early in the game that might be considered not a terrible rifle round. They're going to force a rebuy, but at this point they're beyond that. The only thing that is satisfactory at this point are round wins. However, you can take them. And it seems like the existing players are starting off their rounds pretty well. I mean, this is not the first opening pick that they've gotten. They've just been kind of unable to close out the round. But this is a lot of opening picks that they're getting right now. Angel could be on a huge flank here, but he's going to get exposed.
Ooh, it's tight. He got some good shots into whoever that is there. I think that's Flippin, who's inside of bathrooms, and a dangerous nade coming through as well. But the bomb goes down on the A side here. Mao was able to get one with the op, but Mason flanking will take out Mao, and now Angel is working on a 1 versus 3 here. Let's see what he can do with it as he's sitting over just outside of the bomb site here, but they have a pretty good setup, Existence does, on the site. I don't think he's really going to have enough time here. Does take down Kyrie. We'll be searching for a couple more. He's going to go for it here. Takes down Suck It Ron as well now. Looking at a 1 versus 1. I don't think he's going to have time for it. Trying to find the frag, but Mason will take him out there just at the end. Good effort from Angel, but Existence finally getting around that they needed there, and that will put us into the last round of the half here, as Existence desperately needs to pick up this round as well to make things a bit easier for them heading into the second half here. But it's 11-3 overall. HellRaisers with a hefty lead here.
Yeah, this 4th round would definitely set up Existence well, and it's we're kind of seeing a repeat of what we saw on Cash, not exactly with the scoreline, but Existence in a position where if they can win these last 2, they can use that momentum to carry themselves through the second half. But Kucher shutting things down early, not allowing that to even happen, taking down Flippin as Mason continues to push the pace. Mason, I feel like, has been at the forefront of these entry frags for a long time. Yeah. He's going to have to get a frag right here on the offer, and he is able to. So he's pushing the pace. Now with 3-on-2, Angel on a flank again. Man, it seems like we're seeing the same round once again, but this time Angel more successful than he was last time. That could be Doja, then they didn't make it over the fence.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Musiambani does catch out Angel, and Doja getting one as well now, a 1 versus 2. And really all that Doja has to do is breathe on Musiambani right now. He only has 12 health. Just 1 shot, though. No, only 1 shot to the head needed. Very close wallbang there. Got some damage out onto him. It's actually very tight here. Comes around the corner, takes him out with a 5-7. Doja does, and he will be able to pick up this defuse and get the round for HellRaisers at last round of the half, making it 12-3 for HellRaisers. I mean, though it is a CT-sided map, I mean,
that's still pretty tough.
Yeah, it is going to be very tough for Existence here, and HellRaisers just, I don't know, they just seem to be able to have their way with Existence on that first half. I mean, they would get aggressive, just push up, and I don't know, it was a solid half all around from HellRaisers, and it's interesting because Existence really gave HellRaisers a run for their money on Cash, which was HellRaisers' pick, but so far here, I mean, this is Existence pick, Overpass, and so far HellRaisers has just been rolling it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, just for the most part, HellRaisers didn't make any wrong decisions. They never rotated in the wrong way. They never got faked out. I mean, well, I guess sorry, Existence, but they never even attempted to fake the HellRaisers players out, and as such, there was not a lot of trickery going on. It was a really just very vanilla run around and kind of frag kind of half. And as we said on Cash, that's what HellRaisers had been winning every time, pretty much, and that's how they were coming out on top of pretty much all the rifle rounds. And this game really was no different. Not only was no different in that sense, but at least on Cash, Existence started to readjust and tailor their game based on how they were winning and losing rounds. And it seems like they were just completely unable to that half. But I mean, that's what a T-side of a map can do. I mean, I don't think this map is that CT-sided, but I definitely don't think this is an unrealistic or unbelievable score. And I definitely think with a few more good shots like that, they could totally turn a pistol round into some more momentum.
Oh, there goes Suck It Ron. He was able to get 2 before being taken out by Doja there just outside of Bathroom, so that'll be a 4-on-3 in favor of Existence here as they HellRaisers tries to move themselves, onto this A site. Mao was able to get one onto Kyrie, so it's a 1 versus 3 now as Mason able to get a headshot onto Mao there, I believe through some smoke as well. Doja gets 1 as he has 2 more searching for him, but he only has 4 health here. Does have the bomb at least, but still very difficult situation. Flippin able to take care of him with just a little nip to the leg there. So Existence coming out, getting a pistol round that they certainly needed, and should hopefully for their sake be able to string a couple of rounds together here and try and get themselves back in it. But HellRaisers still with a comfortable 12-4 lead here on the T side.
Yeah, it pains me to watch Existence buy up these SMGs. It pains me. I mean, I know you can have such high earning potential on those SMGs, and if one player can just position MP9 and rack up a bunch of frags, really sets himself up well for coming rounds. But I mean, I'm not really even sure if an MP9 is better than a Tech 9.
Yeah.
I feel like in terms of, you got to give Existence the firepower advantage here, but HellRaisers could very easily turn this into an eco round win. Thank God for Kyrie, starting things off right for the Existence players, killing the player with no chest armor, though. So not the hardest of frags. And
yeah, he had a little jump frag onto him, and now Doja actually able to come through with 2 of his own with his pistol. So now we're looking at a 3-on-3 here. Gets a good body shot off. Kyrie finishes him off with the USP as HellRaisers still trying to push into the site here. Kyrie shutting down Doja as well with that USP, but now it's Kucher taking out Kyrie 1 versus 1, but Flippin will finish him off with his SMG there. So very close round, but regardless, Existence comes out on top of it. Almost got ecoed there, and they will be able to take care of that round. So 12-5 overall here. HellRaisers still very comfortable for them at this point. I mean, no need to panic, but I still would love them to finish it out.
Yeah, definitely. And that round was kind of exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Really terrified for Existence there at the end. Once I thought Kucher, if Kucher could have been able to get around the box, get his hands on the bomb, and have a scout, who knows how that one-on-one goes. I still think it's pretty tough for him to kill the armored SMG'd opponent with just a scout, but either way, at that point, who knows? Wow, Dink's going out really early for the HellRaisers players. It looks like they might be in a good position to make a round out of this one as well, but luckily Mason able to take down the M4-ing player.
Yeah, it's, oh goodness, Mao and Adren, Mao and Adren both have been able to pick up an M4 as well, so it is a 3-on-2 in favor of HellRaisers. It's Flippin and Musambani that are going to have to try and hold them off here as the rotation from HellRaisers is coming through to try and work onto this B site. You already have Flippin who's on site, but Adren takes care of that. So now it is all left up to Musambani, which is turning into a great round for HellRaisers here. And they are 3-on-1 advantage here. This should not end well for Musambani. No, Mao finishes him off with his M4 silenced, and what was an eco for HellRaisers turned out into a great round, now making it 13-5, only 3 more rounds needed from them to finish off this series with Existence, where Cash was a very close one, but so far HellRaisers seem to have gotten their stuff together, at least so far in this game, and are sitting very comfortably.
Yeah, and Existence knows their back is against the wall, so they're actually going to be going for a buy-up of sorts here. Buy up in, I guess, quotes, a force buy for real. Upgraded pistols, armor, and a few supplementary nades, but they're not going to have anything on the rifles of these HellRaisers players, and I think they're learning that very quickly now.
Yeah, as Kyrie and Ron have both gone down so far on this round here, so already not looking too good for them, though. Mason does come back here, takes out Doja, able to pick up this AK. Can he get the second shot onto Adren? He does with that AK, and have made things a little bit easier for him. Here comes Musambani as well, taking out Kucher, so look at this. Existence keeping themselves in it. Here comes Flippin, taking down Angel as well, and now it is all left up to Mal in a 1 versus 2, working in a 1-on-3 in total. He was able to pick up 1 there, still needs to find Flippin and Musambani, but Existence, what a round for them here so far. It'll be even better if they can finish it off, though. Mao does have the bomb, starting to work his way back up towards bathrooms here. A nade placed into bathrooms from Musambani would have been excellent, which he will do. Oh, it's going to land right on him there. Great nade from Musambani. Excellent timing. Kind of lucky on the timing there and worked out for him, but that will pick up the round for Existence, making it a bit easier on themselves maybe, but 13-6 overall.
Yeah, still a steep hill to climb, and they're putting themselves at risk of running into another HellRaisers eco. It seemed like buying rifles didn't quite remedy the problem before, and it still put them in a position where they were able to get ecoed. And even though Existence did have enough money to put together a buy round here, they are not made of money by any stretch of the imagination. Kyrie, the team's scoper, rolling without a primary weapon at all, just a P250, and actually even still holding down his long position. So. Not really sure how he plans on holding that with the P250, but luckily he won't have to because the HellRaisers, the AK'd up and Tech 9'd up players of HellRaisers are grouped up right outside B. And it looks like the execute is underway.
Ooh, yeah, and I think Musambati may have gotten a little bit of intel as he jumped over and saw the players potentially coming short. He took down Angel, who was short, but now I think the rest of them are kind of moving towards this long side, and there's already been a few rotations from Existence here to get over into this B site. Musambani doing great so far. Has picked up 3 frags, though. Mao comes back with a couple of his own, and Mason takes out Mao here, and it's a 1 versus 3 for Kucher, but Mason will be able to take care of that as well. So Existence starting to string a few rounds together here. Still, as you said before, it's a steep hill to climb, but I mean, if you're going to climb it, this is the way you have to start it off. So I mean, Existence definitely stringing some rounds together that they need to here. So still a long way to go, but they're working on it.
Yeah, we've also seen, we literally just saw them make this comeback, so there's no way that we could rule it out completely, but still, it is definitely hard to deny that. While they do have a kind of a break of a round right here with the pistols on HR, it's not. Oh, Dren getting loose with the deagle. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for them to make this comeback. I think it might be a little. Actually, I don't really know. It might actually even be easier for them to make their climb back into this map again versus Cash, because clearly they have an affinity for this map. They've played it a bunch of times. Maybe they've been practicing it more than HellRaisers has been. Time will tell. But the thing about this is that, wow, A, great dink right there, but B, these HellRaisers players are so dangerous, even with just pistols in their hands.
Yeah. No, they really are. It's no joke to go up against them with pistols. You can't ever expect that you're just going to roll through HellRaisers when they're rocking with pistols, because we've seen them at times be so dangerous with them, and they're trying to make some sort of an execute here, possibly onto this A site, though Existence doing a good job of shutting it down here so far. There were a couple lurking over towards B as well, but the players of Existence will handle that quite easily. So they've gotten themselves within 5 now, Existence has. They were down much more at one point, about 8 or so, I believe, 8 or 9, and now they've put it within 5. So they're starting to build up their economy as well, starting to have some money in the bank to use, and HellRaisers are a bit hurt now. If they don't win this round, they're not going to have much of anything to work with. So we'll see. We'll see if Existence can keep it rolling. They've picked up, I believe that's 3 in a row now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
3 in a row and 5 out of the 6 of the half. So they've been doing things quite right. And you commented in the first half that Kyrie never really was able to get an op in his hands. Oh man, Ron.
Oh goodness! Oh, he might get caught out there.
Yeah, as you said, Kyrie unable to get an op into his hands in the first half. We're actually seeing him pull one out this round, and we're also actually seeing Matt Wolf. He got lit down to 4 HP. Maybe want to perhaps toss that to another teammate, but we didn't get to see a lot of T-side opping, I think, at all last half. So while this round isn't really going necessarily too hot for HellRaisers, it might be an avenue that they do want to continue to explore later down the line, or even this round if they can start to get loose with the op. But 4 HP, maybe pass that off.
Yeah, it's going to be tight for him. I mean, he's still looking for the shot over into Bank, but nobody's really giving him.
He's just waiting for Kyrie. It's just, if he can make some noise at B, shuffle some feet, maybe Kyrie will move. But I feel like these guys are just too disciplined to fall for that.
Yeah, they seem to be holding their own right now as Mal trying to work forward with something here, but they've been slow so far. HellRaisers haven't really made a play necessarily towards a site, but they only have 20 seconds, so something should be popping off here in just a second, and that will be taking place over on the A site here. Kyrie was able to find that frag onto Mal, and Angel comes back with one. Kyrie getting a second onto Angel to exchange out that frag, and now it is all left up to a Dren, who does find one onto Kyrie there, but flanking around from the backside was Flippin, able to land a good headshot there onto him. So that will be another one heading over to them there. It is a 13-9 game. HellRaisers still in the lead here, but Existence has been coming back quite nicely, and that actually puts HellRaisers in a bit of a hole here. They don't have any money to really buy anything with. It's just those pistols, which they can be dangerous with, but
Haven't been dangerous enough with them.
yeah, certainly have not, and they're looking pretty good right now. Existence is on the road to a comeback, certainly.
Yeah, let's see if they can actually pinch Kyrie right now. They might be able to catch him completely off guard, not even looking in the right direction. They are going to kill him. That is an off for the team, but unfortunately, it cost them a lot of teammates in the process. Hope it was worth it. Hope Mao can really put that to good use. He's going to have to get that pick on Mason.
Yeah. It's going to be tight, though. He's getting flanked around there. Oh, Mason got so much damage into him, and Mao finally takes him out, though he only has 4 HP. Kind of a missed opportunity there from Mason to be able to pick up on that frag. Got so much damage into him, but just couldn't quite finish it off. Doja takes out Musambani as he was hiding out inside of the staircase there. So that's actually going to leave it at a 2-on-2 situation here. And Mao can be dangerous with this op. So, oh goodness, there's one right at the bottom of the site here. It's Flippin' who's down there. Doja gets the bomb down, and he lands the shot on him as well. What a play from Doja. Now it is going to be a 1-on-2. Suck-It Ron has to come up big for Existence right now, as he needs to find 2 frags, and the defuse comes in, able to take down Doja, and Mao, who only has 4 health. This is the best situation that he could have put himself in right now, but it's still going to be tough. He needs to find the right angle onto Mao, as he's going to be scooped in onto him, and Mao will finish off Suck-It Ron there, and that gives HellRaisers a round back after they dropped about 5 or so straight rounds, 4 or 5 straight rounds. HellRaisers gets themselves another round onto the board here, making it 14-9 now, as Existence, it's going to have to be crunch time for them as HellRaisers puts themselves within 2.
Yeah, that was the issue with the lead that Existence let HellRaisers take really early on in this game. Even if you are able to put it together a really stellar CT side, the cushion is so large that it's just a numbers game. When you're playing a team as good as HellRaisers, you're not going to be able to win 100% of the rounds. It's just unrealistic. And when you give them such a large cushion, yeah, you might be able to work it closer, but as you do work the score closer, you are opening yourselves up for opportunities. Even on eco rounds like we just saw, Kyrie getting flanked and pinched over in the stairs was really well done by HellRaisers and well orchestrated. Unfortunately, Angel kind of had to be the sacrificial lamb going in through the squeaky door, but I think he'd say it was worth it overall.
Yeah, certainly. And well, now we're looking at, as I said, 14-9, but HellRaisers getting aggressive in towards bathrooms here. There is somebody from Existence lurking there. Mao might be able to find this frag there. He does onto Kyrie, who wins the op battle over at that long side there towards A, and Angel able to pick up onto Musambani over at short as well, and Adren gets a frag onto Suck, so that is a 5-on-2 for HellRaisers. 5-on-2 situation. Mason and Flippin are going to have to come up big here to prevent their team from going down to map point here, though. Angel lurking around, able to take out Mason, and that is going to be all up to Flippin, who's inside of a bank here like a scared puppy. He just hears AK shots everywhere going towards him. Able to pick up one, but there's just way too many on the site for him to deal with. And HellRaisers have put themselves at match point now, looking at 15-9. They won the first map on Cash. Very close one, 19-17, and now they could win this one here, potentially 16-9 if they take this round right now.
Yeah, I feel like these are the kind of scorelines that I thought we would be seeing. Really, Cash was just turned out to be a crazy game for HellRaiser. I thought this was the kind of grip that they would be able to get on the series early on, but once again, better late than never. They're going to be moving into a second series pretty soon against another really skilled team. So. Showing that they could, that they're keeping the momentum up and having a big win after that really close Cash game. I'm sure it feels really good for them.
So now they try to work themselves into this B site here. They have gotten one entry frag. Flippin had gone down, and now Suck-It Ron goes down as well. Mal was able to find that frag with the op. Angel gets one as well onto Mason, so it is just pretty easy entrance in here for them into the site, though. Musambani playing over at short, over in the smoke there, but goes down, gets searched out by Kucher. Mouse finishes it off, and it takes out Kyrie, so that is a HellRaisers win there. Much easier for them on Overpass there than it was on Cash, though. They end up winning it 16-9 on Cash there, and it was 19-17, as I said, over on Cash. I'm not sure if I just said said that. Well, whatever. Now I'm getting all confused here. But anyway, so HellRaisers struggling at first. They get themselves back into it though. Played a good game on Overpass, and now they go on to play, Property now, which will be our next game as they have a doubleheader today.
Yeah, and quickly before we get too far away from it, yeah, I think that was kind of disappointing ending to the series for Existence after putting up such a good game on map one. But I really do want to shout out Mason real quick, who was absolutely nuts. He was definitely the entry fragging threat for his team. Taking a look at the stats, he dropped 101 ADR in that 16-9 loss. I mean, obviously ADR isn't everything. Doesn't indicate how effective he was. Just, even on rounds that you lose, getting kills is still tacking onto your ADR. But it's hard to deny that he was a force for his team. And without him, I'm not even sure if that second game would have even been as close as it was, and it really wasn't that close.